Hi guys, welcome to my channel Cocktail. Furious and finally Australia have won the World Test Championship final. The only trophy which was missing in their cabinet, and they have got it now. So we have to accept that they are the king of the whole cricket, because they have all the ICC trophies now, and we have to give huge credit to them, because we can talk so many things about Indian batting or Indian bowling and even the captainship of Rohit Sharma, the toss and everything, but we have to give huge credit to Australia because they performed in that way. Without performing this, they could have not won this final, right? So definitely Australia were superior in this final, both with the bat as well as with the ball. And definitely, yes, there were some lot of no balls and indiscipline factors which was very unlike Australia, but still they won this final by almost 209 runs, which is amazing, to be very honest. And seriously, these Australian players, most of the players didn't play for IPL, and they didn't play even for their own T20 league, that is Big Bash, and they are playing cricket after a long time. Apart from the practice sessions, they didn't had any match. At least for Indian players, they were playing IPL, so some kind of touch was there between them. But when it comes to Australia, they were also a little rusty, but still their motto and their point of view is very clear. Even though they are rusty, but their point is they have to win the final. So that point is very clear in their mind, and that is how they have performed. And with both with the bat as well as with the ball, and excellent performance from them. Yes, at some point of time, I thought Pat Cummins' captainship was a little ordinary, because if Steven Smith would have been there, I think they would have won more comfortably, to be very honest. That is a fair point which I am making, because people who know about international cricket, people who are regularly following about international cricket, definitely will accept my point. And that is what exactly, at one point of time I felt. But still, I'm not going to take anything out of Pat Cummins as a bowler. In spite of bowling all no balls, he bowled his heart out, to be very honest. And it's not easy to captain, a fast bowler being a captain, it's not an easy thing. And he did a fair job, to be very honest. Only at certain times he was little, very ordinary. He did a fair job. And yes, when it comes to India, a lot of things to discuss, right? People might be telling like Ashwin should have played, and that Shubman Gill catch, Green took, that was not out, and all those stuffs. We will keep that in corner, and we will discuss the fact what exactly India did wrong. Definitely toss. I think not. I'm not going to say anything about the toss, because even Australia would have, in case they would have won the toss, definitely they would have bowled first. Okay, and for me, the first 2 hours, the first session, India had a great chance of taking 5 or 6 wickets seriously, because they had a lot of assistance in the pitch, but they were too short. They didn't bowl that kind of driving lengths, because they would have hit 2 4s, but at the same time they would have lost some wickets also, to be very honest, because that pitch was assisting really well for the fast bowlers, but Indian bowlers didn't bowl the right lengths and the right driving lengths, to be very honest. So that was the biggest setback, and they let off Travis Head very easily. They should have attacked him from the ball one, kind of a bouncer tactic or something they should have done, but they didn't do that. So Travis Head started really well, and then he played a massive innings of 163. I think in this pitch, I think Australia getting 350 is okay. More than 470, this is not that kind of a pitch. So it clearly indicates that Indian bowlers bowled very poorly. And Australia, we all know about their bowling. And what India were missing is like Shami and Siraj were, firing in all cylinders. After they spell, there is nothing. So no backup, support for them, because Thakur and Umesh Yadav were so ordinary and they were so rusty. At some moments, Thakur was bowling really well in the first innings. At least Thakur made an impact in the batting by scoring 51 runs. But Umesh Yadav was so ordinary. Yes, in second innings, he has rectified certain things, but almost the match is over. First innings was so crucial. I think after the day one, almost Australia, won 90% of the game. And Travis had literally snatched the game from India. That was very evident, right? It was almost a catching up game for India. Some miracle we all were expecting, and that won't happen every time, right? So it didn't happen, and we have to give huge credit to Australia once again. And batting wise, I think India will be so disappointed, because it is happening for almost 4 to 5 years, where we are seeing, yes, if the conditions is tough, we used to get out. That's understandable. When the condition is good, especially with the day 4 and day 5, the conditions were really good. Before that, the pitch was little up and down. It was very evident, right? Some ball were bouncing like something at the driving length, some ball kept low, and it was very difficult. But day 4 and day 5 was literally good for batting. When the pitch is good for batting, what our Indian players are doing is like Rohit or Pujara or Kohli, they are playing really well and getting set and getting out. So that's a problem. This is happening for a long time. At the same time, from my point of view, what I have analyzed is this. See, in Indian conditions nowadays, recently we are preparing spin pitches from the day 1. So none of the batsmen could stay there and play long innings, okay, unless it is a flat track. So people getting 60, 70 runs, contributing like that, think that, see, at that time, for that pitch conditions, it will be very useful. None of the players are playing for long time, so they almost forget to play how to test cricket, to be very honest. Once they get set, they think that, okay, we have to take the game very fastly. So that's where they are getting it wrong, to be very honest. They have to play long innings, especially, players like Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. We all know the caliber of, the way they play their game. Such a classic and dangerous players once they get set. But nowadays, even though they get set, they are getting out in some other way. They're just throwing their wickets even in the flat tracks, and that's what disappointed me a lot. And they have to really work on this, because or else we are not going to win any ICC trophy. After 2013, it has been almost 10 years, and I really feel pity for all our fans, including me. We all are waiting almost for 10 years to win ICC trophy, so this pain will be always there. And next, in this year itself, we are going to play 50 overs World Cup, and additional pressure for Rohit and co. So definitely it will be there, and I think the Indian management should be very much aware of this. And there is no use to take drastic decisions. Only these players are going to continue for the Test cricket. You can't, this is not a one-day cricket or a T20 cricket where you can take a drastic decision. Okay, replace all the old players with youngsters. Test cricket need experienced players. But what will be the motto? That is what is very important. Next, we are going to play against West Indies. Obviously, the lesser challenge will be there. We might be, winning that series. We'll be so confident. But end of the day, when it comes to, World Test Championship final, we are losing it for second time. First New Zealand, now Australia. Obviously, it will be difficult because Australia are, continuously winning, and they have also from their part, putting a lot of effort, and they have come into this final. So definitely they missed Hazelwood, but Boland was completely, he didn't made Australia like they missed Hazelwood. He really bowled more than what Hazelwood have done in this test match. Such a fantastic player, and definitely he is a surprise package for India. Yes, he has already played 8 test matches. He has done really well. India should have been watched all those things. They should have been well prepared, but we all know that from directly the IPL they are going there. Most of the players have gone already, because people who have not qualified for the playoff, they have gone to UK and they have practiced. But still, it is very difficult. They should have played some kind of a practice match so that they could have assessed the conditions. Generally, India, whenever they travel abroad, they used to lose the first test match and then they used to come back. But when it comes to World Test Championship, there is only one match. So many people say that there should be best of 3. Yes, my point of view also, if you're going to provide a trophy, if you're going to conduct the ICC trophy, especially regarding Test cricket, definitely you need at least best of 3 Test matches to bring a winner. A single Test match is not going to help any other team, but this time Australia have done really well. Next year, maybe Australia could also face this kind of difficulty to win this kind of one-off game. So many things are there, and the ICC should think, of just giving 3 matches, so that it will be very useful, so that it will be very interesting for the spectators too. At least if one team lose the one match, have that kind of another game to give a comeback. So that is very, very important. And we can keep on doing such kind of speculations. That is something different. But anyway, we have to give huge credit to Australia, and Pat Cummins was little ordinary in his captainship in certain way, but still, we have to give him huge credit. But Travis Head, I think the major factor why Australia won this game is Travis Head innings. So for me, he is the man of the match, to be very honest, because the conditions were helping the fast bowlers. The bowlers were getting some good help, even though the day 4, day 5 pitch was flat. But still, if you can bend your bat, definitely it's going to assist. But batting in this pitch was a little challenge. I think Head's 163 was a colossal innings, to be very honest. I think he deserves that man of the match in this game. And India have to go to drawing board once again, and they have to rethink so many things and how they are going to approach the next cycle. So that is what is more important, and let's see how it's going to pan out. And we have to be very positive mind. Okay, we have to show some kind of a positive mind, because still a lot of cricket to go, and each and every year almost most of the ICC trophies are going to happen. Each and every year it's going to happen. So obviously we have to stay grounded, and we have to stay positive. We have to take one by one. Yes, we lost this ICC trophy. Next one is 2023. So India have to prepare well, because there's a lot of pressure. We are going to play in the home conditions. So definitely it's going to add a lot more pressure to Rohit and co. So let's see how it's going to pan out, and we'll see you in the next video, friends. You can easily share your comments in the comment sections. I'll be very delighted to see all those things, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye.